This is Mamuni. Thank you so much for being Amar Baba Ma. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. As the Union Budget 2025 on 1st February 2025 approaches, a question arises on the mind of the taxpayers. Will there be changes in capital gains tax, or will there be changes in new capital gain tax rates in budget 2025? Right? No worries. In this video, I am going to tell you everything about capital gains tax updates in simple language. So, let's get started. The government is not considering changes to capital gains tax for individual investors or high net worth individuals, that is HNIS. The government is unlikely to introduce structural changes to the capital gains tax regime in budget 2025. So, no structural changes to long-term capital gain, that is LTCG, and short-term capital gain tax, that is STCG. According to government sources, while amendments to the Income Tax Act are on the cards, these tweaks are aimed at simplifying processes rather than altering existing tax structures. The government is likely to preserve the basic framework of long-term capital gains, that is LTCG, and short-term capital gains, that is STCG tax. The clarification comes in response to rumors that the government was contemplating structural changes in this area. The report mentioned that the process to simplify the Income Tax Act, as previously announced by the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in Budget 2025, is ongoing. A draft of the same is ready and could be presented in the upcoming budget 2025 on 1st February 2025. What is capital gains tax in India? Any profit or gain that arises from the sale of a capital asset is known as income from capital gains. Such capital gains are taxable in the year in which the transfer of the capital asset takes place. This is called capital gains tax. There are two types of capital gains. Number 1, short-term capital gains, that is STCG. Number 2, long-term capital gains, that is LTCG. Capital assets such as land, building, housing property, vehicles, patents, trademarks, leasehold rights, machinery, jewelry, shares, bonds, etc. are subject to income tax under the head Income from Capital Gains. Capital assets are categorized into long-term capital assets and short-term capital assets. Capital gains taxes are levied on profits made from the sale of assets like stocks or real estate. The tax is based on the holdings term and the taxpayer's income level and is computed using the difference between the asset sale price and its acquisition price. It can be subject to different rates. Let's take a look into Budget 2024 update regarding capital gains tax. Number 1. For classifying assets into long-term and short-term, there will only be two holding periods, 12 months or 1 year and 24 months or 2 years. To qualify for long-term assets and short-term assets, the 36 months or 3 years holding period has been removed in budget 2024. Number 2. The holding period for all listed securities is 12 months. All listed securities will be classified as long term if held or kept for longer than 12 months or longer than 1 year. Here the word listed denotes listed on Indian stock exchanges. All other assets will be classified as long term if held for more than 24 months or 2 years. These rules are applicable from 23rd July 2024 in budget 2024. Number 3. The taxation of short-term capital gain for listed equity shares, a unit of an equity-oriented fund, and a unit of a business trust has been increased to 20% from 15%. Other financial and non-financial assets which are held for short term shall continue to attract the tax at slab rates. Number 4. The limit on the exemption of long-term capital gains on the transfer of equity shares or equity-oriented units or units of business trust has increased from rupees 1 lakh to rupees 1.25 lakh per year. However, the rate at which it is taxed has increased from 10% to 12.5%. Number 5. The indexation benefit that previously was available on the sale of long-term capital assets has been eliminated in budget 2024. However, the government has given taxpayers an option to compute taxes on real estate transactions or properties purchased before 23rd July 2024, either at 12.5% without indexation or at 20% with indexation. This development was included in list of amendments to Finance Bill in Budget 2024. And tax experts also said that securities transaction tax, that is STT, should be abolished now in budget 2025. Number 6. Profits from debt mutual funds, debt ETFs, market-linked debentures, unlisted bonds and debentures will not be classified as short-term capital gains irrespective of their holding periods. Mutual fund investments. Difference between listed and unlisted securities and their holding periods. The securities that will be considered listed securities for capital gain taxation are as follows. Number 1. Equity mutual funds. Even though equity mutual funds are not listed on stock exchanges, they will be considered as listed securities for taxation purposes. Number 2. Equity ETFs, that is equity exchange traded funds. Number 3. Bond ETFs, that is bond exchange traded funds. Number 4. Gold ETFs, that is gold exchange traded funds. Number 5. Foreign equity ETFs listed in India. Number 6. Listed bonds. Number 7. Real estate investments trust, that is REITs. Number 8. Infrastructure Investment Trust, that is INVITs. Number 9. Sovereign gold bonds, that is SGBS. Holding period of listed securities. Keep in mind that gains from all these securities will be considered long term if they are held for more than 12 months. If the holding period is 12 months or less, the gains will be considered as short term. Holding period for unlisted securities. Gains from unlisted securities with a holding period of more than 2 years will be classified as long term capital gains. These securities are as follows. Number 1, gold mutual funds. Number 2, debt mutual funds. Debt funds bought before 1st April 2024. Number 3, real estate. Number 4, physical gold. Number 5, unlisted stocks, Indian or international. Number 6, foreign equity funds. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your precious time. I sincerely hope this was helpful.